and other is chronic stresses. Acute stresses. It is time limited in duration, it is very typical and has a clear onset and offset. And other one is chronic stresses. It is ongoing, stable life difficulties that elicit prolonged responses and have no clear endpoint in the sight. But still, be the stressor, acute or chronic, changes in the immune parameters of human is what is going to happen. And if the stressor is appraised or as threatening and unmanageable, it elicits negative emotional responses, which in turn give rise to behavioral and biological sequelae of stress. Social and physical environments in which people live and work will surely have the huge effect upon their psychological state. In this girl, she is having a lots of books to study, but she is not studying. She is just giving us a vague look at the brain plays a central role in physiological adaptation and the effects of stress, as well as it is the target of stress and related behaviors. The experiences that involve the social interactions and events in the physical environment are processed by the brain and is usually referred to under the rubric of stress. Due to the exciting advances in neuroimaging techniques of the modern neurophysiology, the living human brain and its relation to stress can be studied in a greater detail. For example, if the brain is undergone to a stress, it causes CNS injury. This releases immune modulators into blood vessels, adrenal gland and nerve terminal, which causes a release of noradrenaline, glucocorticoids and acetylcholine, which releases many inflammatory mediators and causes immunodepression, which breaks the immunological barriers and causes infection, and also it causes systemic infections like dysphagia, aspiration, bladder dysfunction, gastritis, etc. This in case again affects the brain, so the outcome is still worsened. For example, stress affects mostly gastrointestinal system. Actually, 90% of the gastritis is due to stress. And then adaptive plasticity. Students should learn that the brain has the ability to change structure and function with experiences, including those of chronic stress, that these changes in brain represent the physiological process termed as adaptive plasticity. This is reversible and appropriate for the conditions that cause them. Brain, the key organ. Brain is the key organ for the adaptive and maladaptive responses to stress. It determines what is threatening and therefore potentially stressful. It is also involved in initiating the behavioral and physiological responses to the stresses. Stress involves in two-way communication between the brain and the CVS, and also immune system and other systems through autonomic nervous system, endocrine mechanisms, etc. Stress, an adaptive phenomenon. Stress is an extremely adaptive phenomenon in which the human and it contributes to the survival and activities and its performance. Physical and physiological stress can induce a wide range of immunological alteration in the cell-mediated immunity and humoral immunity. Stress can influence the immune function via the impact on neuroendocrine and autonomic nervous system and central nervous system. Academic psychiatry. Neurophysiologists have proved by various studies that the stress related to the examination in academic institutions lead to a significant decrease in the immunoglobulin E level, and also it increases in the cortisol level. Therefore, the result is there is a lowered immune function. It changes the alterations of immunological status. And the presence of stress in an immunosurplus individual, it still worsens the health of that individual. Stress lowers immunity. Psychological stresses influence the immunological functions both indirectly through hormonal changes and also directly through the nervous regulations. Exposure to psychological stresses can modulate the primary antibody response. Stressful events are associated with lowering the immune system functioning, including examinations, sleep deprivation or divorce, etc. And students must understand the relationship between the stress and the immune system. Though there is no any psychological assessment indicate that the students has no clinical levels of anxiety or depression, there is still an increase in their emotional distress. And there is a significant correlation exists between the psychological measure and immunological parameters. For example, 1 hour before the exam, the cortisol level shows a significant increase, and the individual differences in the cytokine response is associated with sympathetic reactivity, and inflammatory cytokines respond to the acute mental stresses. Glucocorticoids can downregulate the immune activity, but acute stress increases the cortisol level. +2 is equal to tension +2. As we all know, our academic is just mere based upon the memory part. Stress is extra. During public examinations, students are undergoing lots and lots of stress, and they are experiencing many immune system deficiencies, and the immunity level is lower. Stress induces immunological alteration and cell-mediated and humoral immunity.
We have come to the last ones, conclusions.
HPA axis is the under the stress, the hypothalamus releases the corticotropins, which reach the anterior pituitary gland. This leads to the adrenocorticotropic hormone release. This leads to the secretion of glucocorticoids. This product lies with the immunological mechanisms which are operative. Evolution must to read arena. Evolution has entered immune response receptors for glucocorticoids on the lymphocytes. Glucocorticoids can downregulate the immune activity, but acute stress can increase the cortisol level. Several immune competent cells bear adrenergic receptors, creating an opportunity for fine-tuned regulation of the immune response. Thank you.
Thank you.